Assalamu alaikum ji. This is your teacher Haris Bhatt, and today we are going to solve a question of non-profit organization from A2-Accounting. Non-profit organization from A2-Accounting, and this question has come in October-November 21-32. October-November 21-32. This is a very typical question and one of the difficult questions considered regarding non-profit organization in A-levels. You are seeing my YouTube channel Learn Accounting with Sir Haris, and today we are solving a question of non-profit organization. Let's discuss on that. So the AB Club has 200 members who pay an annual subscription of 100 each. Always remember that the subscription for the year is treated as income. So 200 multiplied by 100, it becomes 20,000. So 20,000 is the annual subscription for the year. So 20,000 is the income of the club. It provides social facilities to its members and also rents and operates 2 vending machines to sell soft drinks to members. The statement of financial position at 30th June showed the following assets and liabilities. So first of all, you have to be very clear about this. That subscription for the year, or the subscription which we are supposed to write in the income and expenditure account as income, as subscription income, that will be 200 into 100, and that is going to be 20,000. Because it is not the subscription which we are going to receive that is going to come in the income and expenditure account. It is the income earned which comes in the income and expenditure account according to accrual concept. So income which is earned, either it is received or not, that will be written in the income section or expense section of the income and expenditure account. So let's move forward. Equipment at valuation is given 2,100. Furniture at valuation is given. Subscription in arrears, that is accrued subscription, right? In arrears. Bank balance 1420, cash. Inventory of soft drinks, owing to supplier of soft drinks 290. The following information was available. Equipment and furniture was valued on 30th June at 1,700 and 1,500 respectively. On 30th June 2021, where over here it is written 30th June 2020. So these are the brought down balances of equipment and furniture, and these are the carried down balances of equipment and furniture. All subscriptions are received by check and banked immediately, right? All subscriptions are received by check and banked immediately. On 30th June, there were no arrears of subscription, and 3 members have paid in advance for the coming year. So all subscriptions are received by check or through bank. On 30th June, there were no arrears of subscription, and 3 members have paid in advance for the coming year. So this information has given at the end of the year. On 30th June, accrued subscription is 0, and 3 members have paid in advance, that is the subscription in advance. So 3 members means for 1 member the subscription is 100, that is going to be 300. All takings from the vending machine are in cash. Some are used to pay club expenses and some are paid into the bank. Soft drinks are sold at a markup of 100%. Markup is a gross profit rate on cost. Markup is a gross profit percentage on cost of sales. So markup is 100%. Inventory of soft drinks on 30th June was valued at 490 at selling price. On that date, the amount owing to supplier of soft drinks was 305. Cash in hand on 30th June 2021 amounted to 150. The balance on the bank account on that date was 2290. So balance at bank is given, that is 2290 on 30th June 2021. Cash in hand is also given, that is 150. Then payments made through the bank during the year: purchase of new furniture, rent of premises, rent of vending machines, club expense, payment to supplier, total bank payments are given. Calculate the profit from the vending machine for the year ended 30th June. So basically, he is basically asking us to find the profit from vending machine. So it's just like a vending machine trading account actually. And for that trading account, you know that if opening and closing inventory is given, so inventory of opening is given and closing inventory is also given. So we have to prepare the trading account, but it is given on selling price. So we have to convert it on cost price. Then opening trade payables, 290 are given, and closing trade payables are also given. So we have to prepare purchase ledger control account to find credit purchases. Payment to trade payable, let's see. Payment to trade payable should have been given in the question. Payment to supplier of soft drinks is given. So let's prepare the vending machine trading account. Vending machine trading account. Right? Here I am going to write the dollar sign. So we'll write over here. There is going to be the sales. And it is given in the question already that all the sales is going to be on cash. So there is no credit sales. Generally, in non-profit organization, we don't have credit sales. So the sales given are bank. The sales are not given, but it has been given that the sales are basically on cash and all are cash sales. That is why markup or margin is given in the question. So we have studied in A1 in our incomplete record question. In AS also, this time also it has come in the paper in May, June 2024 also, 22 variant, that if markup or margin is given in the question, we have to find gross profit directly. We can find gross profit directly. And then by going reverse, we can find any missing figure, which is not given in the question. So cash sales are not given. We just left it over. Less cost of sales. Here it comes opening inventory, add purchases, less closing inventory. Let's see how much sales are given in the question. So sales is not there. So opening inventory is given. Inventory of soft drinks 210 opening. I'll write over here 210. Purchases I need to find. So let's prepare the purchase ledger control account. I am just going for the abbreviation PLCA. So we'll prepare PLCA, purchase ledger control account, in order to find credit purchases. So here I am going to write the dollar sign. Here I will write brought down. Here I am going to write the carried down. Here I am going to write payment to trade payable. And here I am going to write the credit purchases. Right? So let's see the brought down of trade payables. Brought down of trade payables is 290. And here the carried down of trade payables are, if I will check it out, the amount owing to supplier of soft drinks was 305. So the opening trade payables are 290 and closing is 305. So right over here, 305. And payment to trade payable is also given in the question. Payment to supplier of soft drink 12,600. I will write over here trade payable debit because of bank 12,600. And then you can find the difference. Opening trade payables are 290. I just missed it. Let me write it 290, 290. So the credit purchases is the difference of the two sides. You have to calculate it. 12,600 plus 305 minus 290. 12615. Right? So 12615 is going to be the purchases. Now let's move towards the closing inventory. That is going to be closing inventory is 305. 305 is going to be the closing inventory. So let me do that. So what is the opening inventory plus purchases minus closing inventory? You can find the answer of cost of sales. 12520. One thing which we have done wrong actually, that is that the closing inventory, if I'm not wrong, the inventory of soft drinks at the end is 490, but that is written on selling price. 490 is on selling price. So we have to write the cost over here at the end for the closing inventory, not the selling price. So how we are going to find the cost? Let's find it out. We know that markup is the gross profit percentage on cost. Markup is 100%, right? So we will convert the markup into margin. That is the percentage over 100 plus percentage. And that is going to become 100 over 100 plus 100, that is 200. So that is going to be 50%. Obviously 50%. Or you can write 100 over 200 in the fraction also, no matter. So now you can find the cost of closing inventory 305 into 50%. How much it will come? The 152.5. So this is going to be the closing inventory, which is subtracted 152.5. And now I can go for the calculation of cost of sales. You can round it off also. As I discussed, that markup is given in the question. Soft drinks are sold at a markup of 100%. And because the closing inventory is given on selling price 490, so I have to calculate the inventory is basically, I think 305 or 490. If I'm not wrong, inventory is given as 490. 305 is the closing trade payables. So let me correct it. Inventory of closing inventory is 490, right? So I will multiply 490 into 50%. So that will be my closing inventory. Or you can say 100 over 200, and then you subtract it from 490. You will get the same amount, that is 245, because that is half of this. So now the cost of sales will be 210 plus 12615 minus 245. How much it will become? 12580. So now I am going to calculate the gross profit. Gross profit I can calculate because we have given markup. So 12580 is the cost of sales multiplied by 100%, because markup is 100%. So 100% of cost of sales is your gross profit. That will be 12580. So I will add 12580 plus 12580. You will get the amount of sales. How much it is going to be? The 25160, right? So 25160 is the sales plus cost of sales 12580. We'll get the answer 12580 is the gross profit. Okay. Now let's see if there are expenses given regarding soft drink, which are related to soft drinks actually, vending machine. So I didn't find any expense. Rent of vending machine is given. So let me write it down, because that is related with vending machine. That is 6,000. Because we are going to calculate the profit from the vending machine. So rent of vending machine, I will write less expenses. That is rent 6,000. And the answer is going to be, that is the vending machine trading profit, you may say. And that will be 6580. So we got the profit over 6580. Right? Now we are going to prepare the income and expenditure account and the balance sheet if need be. But let's see, calculate the profit for the year. Next is the value of subscription received and banked. So you need to calculate the value of subscription received and banked. For that, you must be knowing that subscription is already given, which is received is already given, that is 20,000. But for cash figure, you need to prepare the subscription account. Let's prepare the subscription account to find the subscription received amount. Here I will write accrued brought down. Here I can write accrued carried down. Here I will write the bank figure, the amount received through subscription. And here is going to be the income and expenditure account figure. That is going to be 20,000. Here I will write in advance brought down. And here I am going to write in advance carried down. Let's see. Accrued brought down is given. Let's see. So subscription in arrears is 400. Let's write it down, 400 here. Then accrued carried down is the subscription we have at the end. And that is going to be all subscriptions are received by check and banked immediately on 30th June. There were no arrears of subscription. There is no accrued carried down. But 3 members have paid in advance for the coming year. So let's see. Subscription in arrears is given, but 3 members have paid in advance at the end. So we have in advance carried down of 300. So the bank figure is going to be 20,700. So this is we have already gotten that the subscription received amount through bank is going to be 20,700 is the amount we have received. Okay. Next is going to be cash takings banked. We have to find the cash takings banked. And then we have to prepare the income and expenditure account. So cash takings banked we can find because cash in hand, the balance on the bank account on that date was 2290. Cash in hand at the end is given, and cash at bank at the end is also given. And opening cash bank is also given. So we'll prepare the bank account to find cash takings banked, right? Let me prepare the bank account to find the cash takings banked. Here I am going to write the brought down, which is given in the question already. The brought down of bank balance is 1420. I will write over here 1420. Then I'm going to write the carried down of bank. The balance on the bank account on the date was 2290. So carried down is 2290. I'll write over here. And then I'm going to write the carried down is already there. Then I'm going to write the amount which has been received or paid through bank. So the amount is going to be the subscription receipt will come on the debit side because we have received subscription and the amount for subscription received is 20,700. That's why we have prepared the account also. And here I am going to write the takings bank, which has been debited into the bank account or we have received through bank. Because bank takings bank ka matlab bank debit and cash credit. So it will come on the debit side of bank account and credit side of cash account. Now payments, purchase of new, I can write total bank payments also. That's fine. That will be 36460. Why? Because he didn't ask us to prepare the account basically. He just asked for the calculation of bank takings bank. Total payment is 36460. So you can total the credit side and you can subtract the debit side. You will find the amount of takings bank. You can find the amount that what amount has been taken out from cash and we have put that amount in the bank. So how much it will come? Okay, 16,660. This is, let me calculate it also. 36,460 plus 2290 minus 1420 minus 20,700. So how much it will come? 20,700. 16,630, yes. So 16,630 is will be the takings bank. So we have find the takings bank also, which will come on the debit side of bank account and will also come on the credit side of cash account. Next part, which is required, is club expenses paid by cash. So there are club expenses which has been paid by cash, but they are not given. So that's why we have to find the club expenses paid by cash. So let's do it. Cash is given 180 brought down. We have to prepare the cash account now to find the club expenses paid in cash. So let me prepare that. Cash account. I will prepare. Here I will write the brought down. That is 180. If I'm not wrong, let me check it out. Yes, 180 is the cash. And the carried down cash is also given. And that is 150 is the carried down cash. I'll write over here. Carried down 150. Okay. Then one more thing, all takings from the vending machine, sorry, all subscription. There were no arrears. Takings from the vending machine are in cash. That is 25,160. That will also come in the cash account, right? So I will write over here, cash takings 25,160. Cash takings will come on the debit side as a receipt. So I will write over here because that is the cash sales actually. We have received the amount through cash sales. So I will also write cash sales on the debit side of cash account. Cash is coming in and sales we have calculated by going reverse. So the closing cash balance we have already written. We have written the closing cash balance. Next is takings bank. So takings bank will come on the credit side because that is the amount out of cash sales which has been deposited into the bank. We have already found that amount by the preparation of bank account. That is 16630. Right? Now the difference is going to be the club expense. Debit side, total of debit side minus credit side. I'm not totaling the T accounts. Why? Because they just asked us to prepare to calculate it actually. We have calculated it. 8560 is going to be the club expenses. The club expenses we have found that is 8560. Right? So we have prepared the vending machine trading account, we have prepared the subscription account, we have prepared bank account to find takings bank, and then those takings bank are used in the preparation of cash account to find club expenses. अच्छा यहाँ पे you can write a note also if you want to. If some expenses are paid in cash, if some expenses are paid in cash from cash sales, we have to prepare cash account. If some expenses are paid in cash from cash sales, we have to prepare cash account to find any missing figure. If some expenses are paid in cash from cash sales, we have to prepare cash account to find any missing figure. So we can have any missing expense and that can be used to solve the question. Now I can write the income and expenditure. So I write over here. Incomes will come over here. In incomes, I will write the trading profit, which we have calculated already. And trading profit is going to be, that is 6580. Vending machine trading profit is 6580. And write over here 6580. Here I'm going to write the subscription income. That is going to be 20,000, because we will not receive the subscription received actually. We will receive the subscription income actually. That is 20,000. So trading profit and the subscription income we have written. Any other income which is available to us? Let me check it out. I don't think so. There is any other income which is supposed to be written in it. So let's go for the expenses. Total will be 26,580 of the income less expenses or expenditure. Here I'm going to write rent is already written. We don't need to write the rent. So what I'm going to write, all the expenses which I need, and there are going to be rent of premises 12,000. There is no adjustment accrued, something like that for rent of premises. So I'll write ECD over here 12,000. Then I can write the club expenses, right, which we have calculated actually. But that will also come on the expense side, because they are expenses. 8560 will come in the expenses because they are also a part of expenses. So I will write the club expenses 8560 over here, 8560. Then let's see what more expenses are given. Club expenses, there are other club expenses also, 5140. I have to add them. I have to write both the expenses, 5140 and plus 8560. Then I can write 5140 plus 8560. Because there are club expenses which has been paid through check, through bank. There are club expenses which have been paid through cash. 10,700, right? Next is going to be, let's see. Now I'm going to calculate the depreciation of equipment and depreciation on furniture, because that is also an expense. Depreciation on equipment and depreciation on furniture. Let's see how we are going to calculate it. Equipment at valuation is given 2,100 and equipment at the end is given 1,700. If only these two things have been given, we can easily find out 2,100 minus 1,700, 400 is the depreciation. But in this case, let's see if we have purchased any new equipment, that will also come in the, some are used to pay club expenses. Okay. There it is written over here. Some are used to pay club expenses and some are paid into the bank. He has already given. Okay. Cash in hand and purchase of new equipment is not there, right? So it means that we can calculate that is the depreciation. Depreciation on equipment is 400. That is the difference between opening and closing. But if you talk about the furniture, then there is going to be a little change because we have purchased furniture of 720. So how the depreciation will come? You can prepare the T account also, or you can go for the calculation also. 1050 plus 720, which we have purchased, minus disposal. If it would have been given, I would have subtracted the disposal net book value. but it is not given. So minus closing asset is 1500. What is the amount of depreciation? $270 is going to be the depreciation on furniture. So 270 is going to be the depreciation on furniture. Okay. So here you can find the now we'll go for the total expenses. Total expenses, how many? Two 23370, right? So there is going to be surplus. We'll subtract 26580 minus 23370. How much is the surplus? 3210. So this is the surplus we are having. 3210 is the answer of the surplus. So we have done that, and the surplus is going to be 3210. So we have prepared the income and expenditure account also regarding all the expenses. So let's see if there is something more available information in the question. So there can be bad debts or subscription also. Then you have to write it down, the subscription bad debts, but it is for the time being, it is not given in the question. It has been suggested to the managing committee that the club starts to rent a third vending machine selling soft drinks. Advise the committee whether or not to start renting a third vending machine. Justify your answer. So if the third machine is going to be rented, the rent expense will increase. And because already the vending machine rent is too high, that is going to be 6,000. If another machine will increase the rent, right, to another 3,000, though okay, we'll still having a trading profit, but we need to adjust that the rent of machines are still on the higher side. Secondly, we have to see that the depreciation of the vending machine also, that how they are going to be depreciated in the future, and that is going to be the equipment we have purchased. Sorry, depreciation of vending machine will not be charged because it is not a non-current asset. We have rented it out. So that's why we just have an idea about the rent. If two of them, then maybe 3,000 more rent we have to pay. So it will still be a trading profit for us. But if our sales can increase, that will benefit us, right? And because of that, our overall profit, because if you just look at the question, our trading profit is 6580, though our surplus is less than trading profit. So trading profit is high. So if we can increase sales by renting the third vending machine, then maybe our income may increase more than what it is right now. So now it depends that though we are in surplus, but if we are going to rent more premises for that, then it will be very costly because rent is the major expense we are incurring. So we have to keep such things into our mind, and then we are supposed to decide accordingly. Right? So this is how we have done the question. Thank you very much. Inshallah, 21 23. Thank you. Any questions you can post on the